Good morning, everybody. My name is Karla, and you have reached my FlossTube channel, KarlaBeingCrafty, where I talk about mostly cross stitch, but also other crafts that I do, and a little bit of life thrown in. This is my 45th FlossTube video. It is Sunday, May 17th, and it is kind of an overcast day in Southern California. I don't have a lot of light coming in my window this morning. It's fine with me if it cools off. It's been a little bit muggy this past week. It's been cooler, definitely cooler than it was the week before when we got like almost to 100, which is ridiculous. But it has definitely been cooler this week, but it's been kind of muggy and I don't know. I keep looking out the window like you guys can tell what I'm doing. My weather report thinks it's actually supposed to rain tomorrow, so who knows. I have the windows open right now, and actually the breeze coming in feels really nice. Turned off my air conditioning and my fan and stuff so it wouldn't interfere with the video, so hopefully it doesn't get too hot in here while I'm doing this. I don't have a lot to, update life stuff. It was just a fairly normal week. I do want to say thank you to everybody who is stopping by. If this is your first time visiting my channel, welcome. I hope that you enjoy what I have to offer and that you want to like and subscribe and come back every week. I post pretty much every Sunday, unless life gets in the way. I've had 2 times where I didn't post, and one time was the flu, and one time was that I was out of town and I just couldn't do it in a reasonable manner, so I just waited until the next week. But I have a lot of fun doing these videos. I enjoy so much my little community that, people who comment every week, I see them all the time on my channel, and so please welcome and join us. If you are one of those subscribers that is here every week, thank you so much, you guys. You are the light of my life. Something I really enjoy, your comments and just doing this whole video process and everything. So thank you very much. I also want to say thank you to everybody who commented on my last video. So the consensus seems to be that you guys pretty much like watching Stitch with Me's. So I might try and do one this week while I'm working on Kintsugi Heart, because I think that might be a fun thing for you guys to watch. And you also like hearing tags, so I will search for some of those. I know Moonshine Crafter just put one out, and that one's kind of fun, and Rolodex Stitches put one out, so I have those. I'm sure there's ones I can search for. And then in addition, what I would love is for you guys to send me tag questions, and maybe I'll develop a tag based on what you guys want to know. Either, real intense stuff or just some fun things. And thank you for answering my salad bar question. I got a lot of really, excuse me, a lot of really good feedback on that too. I love that question. So, so thank you and welcome. And, I guess that's it for the intro this week. I don't have a lot to talk about as far as life stuff. It was just a normal week. Went to work, came home, stitched, I talked to my brother and sister-in-law and the kids a couple times during the week, and got a couple cute messages from my nieces and nephews. And then on Friday I had what is now become a weekly Friday night happy hour, and it's great. We've had like the core people have stayed the same, but we've had new people come in, drop in, friends of friends kind of thing, and then other friends have heard about it and it's like, I'd like to join. So yeah, so it's been really a fun thing to look forward to on Friday nights. And then last night on Saturday I had a Zoom meetup with my brother and nephew and niece, and we played D&D over the computer. Gosh, excuse me. It's still fairly early here, so I still have that kind of gravelly allergy morning froggy throat. But anyway, yeah, so it's just a normal week So I don't have a lot to share with you as far as that goes. So that means we can get right into the stitchy stuff. I did have a finish this week, yay! I finished my June Year of Celebrations. So that one's cute. And since we have a 3-day weekend coming up this month, I will be able to get this done. Because usually 3-day weekends, for whatever reason, when we have a 3-day weekend, I always feel like I can use that extra day to do some of the crafty stuff that I don't always do, like finishes and a little bit of sewing and that kind of thing. I have been absolutely awful about housekeeping the last month. I just don't want to do anything. And I keep thinking, oh, I'm going to do it this weekend. I don't, you know, I'm doing my dishes and, you know, the little basics like that. But I have stuff piled everywhere. I have, you know, a big pile of like clothes that needs to be folded and put away and hung up, and nope, not doing it. I stare at it every night going, I really need to do that. And I don't, because I don't feel like it. And I guess that's the beauty of living alone. You can be a complete slob and nobody cares because it's just you. So anyway, so I finished June, and we'll get that finished before the end of the month, fully finished. Then I had a couple new starts. One should be no surprise. I finished June, so I started July, and I just have a little bit of a start on it. Like seriously, barely even worth showing you, but I'll show you anyway. I did pull the flosses together, and then I started July, so that's not much to look at right now. I also started a counted canvas, one of the counted canvases. So this is Lime. It's another Color Delights. And one of the small, you know, not really monochrome, I don't know. There's so many of them. That was what Bubblegum is, that one that's sitting up there. And again, this is a pretty small start, but these are just really fun. It's fun to work with the different types of fibers and just the different textures that come out. So I have a watercolors. This is called Lime Ricky. A water lilies, which is silk. This one is called Budding Leaf. I'm using a silk lame braid, a Rainbow Gallery. This was supposed to be like a regular one, and I got these from 123 Stitch, and all they had was the petite, so I'm using 2 strands instead of 1. And then I got this satin DMC, which I'm using in place of something else that they called for, and sort of a no-name pearl cotton that I'm using in place of something else. And yeah, so that's what I'm doing. And the last new start is that I did start a new diamond painting project. And so I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about diamond painting. Somebody suggested I do a whole video, and I feel like, I don't know if that would be something that a majority of people would want to see, just because, you know, I don't know, let me know. I know, like, one person said, can you do a diamond painting video? You know, and I think there's so many people out there that do diamond painting videos. I don't know that you guys need to see that from me. It's not like I'm an expert or anything. But I thought I would show you how I set it up, and then I'll show you what I did. So know that if you want to just try out diamond painting, if you've never done it before, you do not need to get anything extra than what you get when you get the diamond painting. You really don't. I mean, there are 1,000 extra little things that you can get, as with, you know, cross stitch. But you don't even have to get, like, you know, like with cross stitch, you need to get a needle, right? You don't even need to do that, because all diamond paintings come with a tray, they come with the wax, and they come with a pink pen. And that's all you need. Now, can be easier to see if you have a light pad. Some kind of storage container is nice, because dealing with those little bags is a pain. But realistically, you don't need to get anything else. I have used different kinds of storage methods. I've even gone to like the dollar store and gotten like pill holders, like daily pill holders, and those work fine. These you can get on Amazon everywhere. You can get them in packs of 1, 2, 3, 10. They work really well. So what I did with this painting, which is basically what I do with all of them, is these are like 4 things in a section. So what I do is this particular diamond painting came with a sheet, like a checkoff sheet, so you can make sure you've got everything that you need, that all the drills, the diamonds. So I just cut that up, and then I taped. Well, I didn't tape. I have little round clear stickers, and I taped those on the top. And the reason this one doesn't is because there's a lot of 310. You'll notice that they use DMC numbers a lot of the times. There was a lot of 310, so I just used 2 trays. But I actually have extra, anything that had a lot of colors that wouldn't fit in 1 or 2 trays, I have the extras in here, and I'll just replenish as I go along. A lot of it is similar to cross stitch, or the foundation of it is similar to cross stitch. They use a lot of cross stitch patterns. They use, they use cross stitch patterns. So you can kind of compare it to doing like a full coverage cross stitch. It takes a lot less time than a full coverage cross stitch, but it's not super speedy either. There are several different things that you could get. You could get partial kits, or you could get full kits. So a partial kit is like what I showed you with my roses. So this one would be a partial kit, because all you're putting the drills on, or the diamonds on, is part of it, and the rest, the background, is like painted on the canvas. So that would be a partial kit. This is also a round drill. It also happens to be these sparkly ones, but these are round. That's a huge, people always say, which is better, round or square? Well, like anything, it's, what you personally prefer. They have a slightly different look when done. Some people say the round ones are sparklier. The square, when done, it looks, because it's all filled in, it looks really cool. They're a slightly different experience. Round, I think, are a little bit easier, because you don't have to worry so much about everything fitting. I mean, they all just fit in, and so it's a little bit, maybe a little bit faster, maybe a little bit more relaxing to do. But the squares aren't hard. It's just you can't stick them any which way, because they're square and they need to line up. So a lot of it is just preference, and people have asked what's the best place to get diamond paintings. I haven't bought a diamond painting in well over a year, because I started cross stitching and kind of put that craft aside. In my opinion, the best place to get the diamond paintings in the US is Diamond Art Club. But they are the most expensive, because it's made in the US. I think they're in Nevada. So they have really high quality, but you're going to pay for that. A lot of these are made in China, so I don't even know how easy it's going to be to get things right now, but I bought a lot of them on, it was New Frog at the time, now it's CES deals, and those kind of platforms, that they're all different shops. So you may have one shop that you have a great experience with and they have really high quality, and you might order something else from another shop that is really not good. Like it's blurry and you don't get all your drills, whatever. The other thing about diamond painting, which when I first started doing it, I was completely unaware of, it's something that I became more aware of through cross stitch, is that they're stealing all their designs. So there's a lot of artists that have had their work put into diamond paintings and they're getting nothing from it. That's another thing that I like about Diamond Art Club, because all of their artists are paid. They license everything. So that's another thing, the morality of it. And I'm not going to preach morality to you guys. You have your own idea of what is right and fair. I'm not going to throw away the ones I have, but I don't think I would purchase anything except from like Diamond Art Club in the future if I bought more. The other thing about diamond painting that you have to keep in mind is that the projects tend to be big. I mean, you can get smaller ones, but they're not going to be as detailed. They're going to be more pixelated. They're going to be more simple. If you want something that is a wow, you're going to have to go bigger. So that means A, you need a bigger place to hang it if you're intending to do that, and you need a place to work on it that has more size. So again, it's trial and error. I like doing landscapes. Those don't have to be quite as big because it's okay if they're not quite as sharp. If you do stuff with people in them, you know, if it's a face and it's like the whole face, a smaller is okay. But you know, the smaller you go, the more pixelated it will be. If there's words on it, I did a Tinkerbell, which I may have shown like early in my channel, that I gave to a friend. And the Tinkerbell, it looked great, but it had like a border around it that had words that said, you know, all who wander are not lost. You couldn't read the words. They were just like mush. And it's the same with, you know, if you do full coverage, people talk about doing like the minis and they're more pixelated. It's the same thing. That if you're putting all of that detail into a smaller space, you're not going to be able to get as much detail with little individual bits of color. Alright, so I hope that gives you guys an overview. If you have questions, of course, please ask. I would be happy to answer anything. So what I started working on is this cat. The little Halloween-y cat. I wanted to start this one now because my apartment complex always sends around these flyers before the holidays, different holidays, you know, Valentine's and Halloween, Christmas, whatever. And they have like a door decorating contest. So I think I won like 50 bucks. But I thought it would be kind of nice to do this. I'll probably seal it with, I use like the glittery Mod Podge, so it still has the sparkle from the diamonds, but then it adds a little bit of like kind of an Aurora Borealis glitter. Excuse me. Sorry. But I thought it would be kind of cool to just mount it on like a foam board or something like that, and then hang it on my front door for October. Because I think it would stand up to the weather. It's just if I can figure out a way to hang it. Maybe if I get one of those wreath things, then I can kind of make a loop or something and hang it from that. So, I didn't do that much. I'm going to actually cut this paper. Okay. So I have it rolled up, and there's really no reason to unroll it because that's all I got done so far. This is a square, so you can see kind of how the square has that kind of almost like a wavy, I don't know if that's the right word, but the way the sparkle is, it just kind of, yeah. And again, that's the picture, this little cute cat. So this is just the very top of his hat. One thing about diamond painting, because you're working on it, you know, so close, oftentimes it doesn't look like anything. You're working on it and you're like, this doesn't look good. This says 2 pixelated, whatever. And then you step back from it and it just pops. It's amazing. It definitely is an art that is meant to be viewed from a few feet away. You're not supposed to be looking at it like this. It doesn't do anything. You need to back up and then you can see the real beauty of it. So anyway, so that was another project that I started this week. To work on just a little bit at a time. I do use a light pad. I do have a couple special diamond painting pens that I purchased because these are a little bit more comfortable to hold on to. But again, you don't need any of that stuff. So if you come across diamond painting or you want to get a diamond painting, they have them on Amazon. Give it a try. Across it, you know, it's a lot of it's the same. And I think that people either really enjoy it or just don't care for it at all. So get an inexpensive one to try it. And, you know, and then if it's inexpensive and you don't like it, then no harm done. If you do like it, then it's something that you can add into your rotation, you know, when you just don't feel like stitching or, you know. For me, I don't have to wear the magnifying glasses that I wear when I'm stitching. So sometimes if my eyes are bothering me, it's a little bit better to do the diamond paint because I can just use my regular reading glasses. I don't need, you know, the close-up ones. And I feel like I can't work on stitching at all without the heavier magnification because that's what I'm used to. So anyway, all right, so that was my whole diamond painting spiel. Hopefully that was helpful to you guys, for those of you who are interested in it. And again, if you have any questions, please let me know and I will do my best to answer. Excuse me. Okay, so that was New Starts whips. I worked on 2 things this week aside from my mania. I did do a little bit more on gathering honey. I am getting really close to a finish on this, you guys, so I'm hoping I can finish this before the end of the month, and then I will be passing on the pattern. So I was able to, I finished the little butterfly at her shoulder and her waist. They still need like a little, actually I think those are flowers. But they have the little stems with a French knot on the top. And they're supposed to be in Ohio Lemon Pie, which completely blends into this fabric. So I don't know if, what color I'm going to do those. And then I started on the last clump of flowers. This clump only has 2 flowers, so I finished one of them, and then of course it has the stems and like the grass like this. Oops. Needle minder down. But yeah, it's getting there. And then I finished the bee in her hand, the bee on the honey dipper, the bee up here. All those bees are done. I think there's one more big bee down at the bottom corner. So I am getting so close to finish on this. My light, it doesn't seem great today, but hopefully you guys can see it. Okay. I think this means I now have a needle on my floor somewhere. I hope I do not find it with my foot. I'm really lucky because my cat is completely not interested in thread or needles or anything like that. So I never have to worry about him getting into something he's not supposed to get into. Okay, and then the last whip that I worked on this last night while I was on Zoom with my brother. Oh, my stomach clock just went off. Is the Star Trek project I'm doing for him. So I was able to finish the words. Let me fold this just a little bit so it's easier to hold. So I finished the original series at the bottom. I did Uhuro, she only, I think when I started, I had like her head, no hair, her head and her boots. So I filled in her. I started stitching the blue in McCoy's shirt. So the only two that are backstitched are Kirk and Spuck right now. So the other ones are not, you know, that's why they don't look as complete. But I pulled this out. I haven't worked on this in quite a while, and I pulled it out, and I was surprised, like, actually how much I've done. And really, this is gonna, I mean, you know, it goes faster when you work on it, but it's gonna go pretty fast. So my plan on this, so this is gonna be actually, I'm gonna turn it into a pillow. And I have this nice big piece of fabric. This is from Under the Sea Fabrics, and it's, gosh, it's Looking Glass. I wanted to say Magic Mirror, but it's Looking Glass. So I have the four charts of, so this is the original series, and the way this one is charted, it actually is just the people, and it says Star Trek underneath. So I took the Star Trek, I put it on top, and then I used the letters that were in all the other ones to chart the original series, and then it's going to have the other three underneath. So it'll be this crew, and then it'll be Next Generation, and it'll say Next Generation underneath it, and then Deep Space Nine and Voyager. And they're all, you know, it's the same designer, so they're all the same look. And these patterns are from Fangirl Stitches, I think. Let me make sure that I'm not. Yeah, Fangirl Stitches on Etsy. So when I went on Etsy looking for Star Trek, you know, I was looking for these little people, but there's so many different ones. And they're all, you know, charted kind of differently, so you just need to, like, pick the people that you like. And the big change that I made to the way it was charted is that I did not stitch the eyes, because the way that it was charted, I thought it looked weird. I've just been doing French knots in the eyes. And I think it looks better that way, because before it looked like the eyes were, like, running into the hair, and I just didn't like the way it was done. Okay, so that is all of my, whips, except for my Mania. How could I forget that? Okay, I did post this on Instagram, so you guys may have already seen it. I worked on Lavender Roses again this week. And I finished another diagonal. Yay! So, it actually, I feel like it went fast to do the diagonal. I mean, obviously working on it a lot. So I started it on Sunday, and then there was 1 or 2 days I actually didn't stitch, but I finished the diagonal on Friday. So, it went pretty well. No, I didn't, sorry, I thought I felt the cat. I was going to start Kreinik Mfg yesterday, but I didn't. I ended up doing a bunch of other stuff. I did some reorganization, and I did some other stitching. So I didn't start that, but I'm going to start that probably again today, Kreinik Mfg, and I'm going to try and complete another diagonal. It'll probably take me till Friday, and then I'll go back to this next weekend. I don't think I'm going to get a finish on either one of these this month. I maybe could if I didn't switch off, but I like switching off, so, but I'm definitely getting a good chunk done. So this one actually only has, it has one more, I think, full diagonal, and then maybe a little bit more before you turn the corner. And I feel like once I turn that corner, it's just going to go really fast, or it's going to feel like it goes really fast, because the diagonals are going to get smaller and smaller. So, but I'm really happy with this. Those eyes just draw me in, those kitty eyes. Okay. So, next, I got 2 things of stitchy kindness this week, both completely unexpected. It was great. I was amazed. Okay, so the first thing, I walked out of my door, I think it was Tuesday morning, and there was something sitting on my mat, and which is nice. It was put in this really heavy cardboard, because let me tell you, if you have anything in like a regular like thing that is easy to kind of curl, my post office or my postman will shove it into the tiny mailbox and everything gets crunched up. So I really like it when stitching places put stuff in, stuff that really, that they would have to actually fold to, that they would have to make a crease. They're good at like kind of rolling things, which still creases the stuff inside. But if it's hard and they can't justifiably do that, then they will bring it to my door. So anyway, this was sitting outside my door, and it was from the Starlight Stitchery. And I hope I didn't show you guys my address. Well, it doesn't matter. I gave you my address anyway, but and I'm like, I didn't order anything from Starlight Stitchery, did I? Because I've been like horrible about buying stuff lately. I'm putting on a moratorium on that. I'm going to try really hard starting in June to not purchase anything. I have so much stuff to work on here. I do not need to purchase anything for my stitching hobby, or any hobby. So I'm making that announcement now. I'm going to try really hard not to. If I fall off the wagon and buy something on eBay, you guys will forgive me, but I'm going to try really hard not to. I don't need anything else. And I've been bad about purchasing. I have a couple other things coming in. I do have an order coming in from 123 Stitch, which is taking a while now, so it won't come probably for another couple weeks. I got some more monocanvas for needlepoint stuff. But once I get that in, and I should be able to happily stitch for the rest of the year without purchasing anything, and I don't need anything else. Anyway, so back to Starlight Stitchery. So I got this thing from Starlight Stitchery, which I opened at work, you know, and I was like, I do not remember purchasing anything. Well, that's because I didn't purchase anything. So I got this really nice note, and it's actually like two sections on the note. And the first section says, "Congratulations on 1,000 subscribers, Karla. Thank you for your cheery weekly podcast. Anonymous." And then it said, "Hi, Karla. This gift is a random act of kindness from a fellow stitcher. We hope you enjoyed the patterns. Congratulations, Amanda and Pamela, the Starlight Stitchery." So somebody, one of you guys, went to Starlight Stitchery and ordered some stuff for me, I guess, and sent it without your name, so I can't properly say thank you. But thank you. And so I got, they sent me 3 sort of Judaica patterns. So cool. So I got this one from Imaginating, Star of David. It's very pretty. This one, also from Imaginating, is a Shalom. I think this is the one that like pops out at me first to actually do, because I think that would make a cute little pillow that I can put with my Tikkun Olam. And then this is really pretty too, and I love the floss that they used. I guess it's a Silken Colors called, no, that's the background? I don't know. Needlepoint silk, but this is called Dreidel Topiary. And I think that's just really kind of cool. And it, okay, it's the 4 letters. But anyway, it's really pretty. This is from the Knotted Tree. So I got those 3 patterns. Completely a surprise, completely, yeah, just complete surprise. And I just have to say thank you. That was so nice, whoever did that. And I've heard that the Starlight Stitchery is really great. They have, I've gone on there and I just kind of looked around a little bit, but I didn't purchase anything yet, and I'm not going to for the rest of the year. But they have a lot of stuff that like maybe you haven't seen in a while. And so if you're looking for something like a unicorn or something, that's a good place to check out. And then the second thing I got, which came like the next day, is from one of my viewers, Sean R., who, when I showed my charts, I did like a chart parade on my 1-year stitch anniversary. I had a butterfly chart in there that I had purchased for a specific pattern, and decided against using that for that pattern. So I had this chart that it was very pretty, but it wasn't something that I thought I was going to ever stitch, or at least not stitch anytime soon. And she just mentioned like that she loved it and where did I get it? And I was like, hey, send me your address, I'll send it to you. Because it's like, that's how I feel about, I mean, I'm not going to send everything I have to people. I wish I had all the money in the world that I could just gift everything to everybody, and I can't do that. But occasionally it's like, if somebody says, oh, I really like that, and it's something that I'm not gonna be using, of course I'll send it to you. So anyway, so I did. And then she said that she was gonna send me back a pattern that she had just finished, because she joined me in my Be My Own Valentine style in February, and she was working on this Jardin Privé chart, and she finished it. And she said that she would send it to me. So I was like, great. So I expected to get a chart. Well, I did get a chart, and then I got a bag full of stuff as well. So anyway, so this is the chart, Jardin Privé, Mon Petit Jardin Secret. So my little secret garden. And it has both, or my sweet secret garden. It has both charting, so you can do it in French or you can do it in English. Here's the English. I think it's really pretty. I would never do it on this color because that's me. You guys know me. I'm not a big neutral person. I think this would be really pretty, like on a light green or light blue or any kind of pastel color. Actually, I think it would look really nice. Or maybe a pastel, like an ombre. But aside from that, Sean was so generous, and I made a working copy. I'm like, what is that extra paper in there? So she sent me a very nice card with a cute owl. I think eventually I want to take like the cards that I've gotten from people, although it's bad because it's like the writing, what they write is like special. But sometimes I feel like I want to do something with the cards to, you know, make something. She sent me this little ornament, I guess you'd call it. I don't know if it's a window ornament or, I don't know. It's so pretty. I probably will hang it somewhere around my workstation here. It says, life is beautiful. Yeah, life is beautiful. And it's this like really pretty butterfly. Dangly, sparkly thing. So that is a smile maker. And then she sent me a bunch of DMC. I think she sent me all the flosses that she used on the chart. So that's like DMC handful. So I mean, how generous is that? That's so nice. So again, thank you so much, Sean. That was really, really sweet and completely unexpected, and it was really a nice way to brighten my Wednesday, I think is when I got it. Okay, so that was all the stash acquisition. As I said, I have a couple things that are still outstanding. I know I have a eBay win of 3 silk water lilies that I won. Seriously, you guys, it was okay. So a water lilies skein is like 6 something, I think, on 1, 2, 3 stitch. I believe it's over $6 for 1 skein. So I got these 3 skeins for, I think, the total, including the shipping, and the shipping was like the expensive thing. So the shipping was almost $5. I got the whole thing for $8 for 3, and they're over $6 each on 1, 2, 3 stitch. So yeah, that was the deal. I did miss out. I hate it when people do this on eBay. There was an auction. Nobody had bid. It was 20 watercolors, Corona watercolors, which again are like $5 something each. So it was 20 of them, and the opening bid was $29.99, $30. And then I think it was $5 shipping. So for $25, that is an excellent deal. And I kind of had it on watch, and then if you've ever been on eBay, if you have something on watch and the auction's ending, they'll send you an email. So I got the email, I went and looked again, and I was like, yeah, you know, for $35 for 20 skeins, that's like a really good deal. I'll go ahead and bid. So I just bid the $29.99. And I thought about, oh, I could up it to $35 because I would be willing to pay $40, but I didn't. I just put it at the $29.99. Seriously, a minute before the auction ended, somebody bid $30.99. They upped my bid by $1 a minute before the auction ended, and they won it. I mean, so obnoxious. I mean, you know, it's like, anyway, so I didn't get that one. But I have those sitting in my mailbox, so I'll be able to show those to you next week. And as I said, I have an order coming in from 123 Stitch, and I think that is my only outstanding cross-stitch supply order. So that should be it. Anime, no more purchasing. Okay, so that brings us into giveaway. I did send out the chart to Susie for our the last week. So for this week, these are the two things that were on the giveaway table. So this is, they were both little kits from the world of cross stitching. This is a fairy card. So it has the card and, you know, I mean, you know how these are. They come with everything. They even have a needle in there. So it has the aida. It has the stuff to actually make it into a card. I guess it's this, well, yeah. So this is the fairy one. And then this is a cute little needle book. Sunflowers. So it was either fairy or sunflowers. Okay. So I'm going to filter the comments first on fairy. There's only 5 people who wanted this one, so you have a good chance. And the fairy is going to go to Sanguine Stitcher. Sanguine. I should know how to say that properly. But anyway, her comment is, I think I be French dressing. Sickeningly sweet and not always there. Not everyone's favorite. Actually, I love French dressing. So, someone somewhere. Not everyone's favorite, but someone's somewhere. Love the progress on the fairy and cat from Hade. Okay. So she did say fairy. And, please, I'm sorry. I'm like, my brain. Okay, so send me your real name and your address. You can send it to my email or message me on Instagram. It's in the description box below. And then I will mail this out to you. Okay. And then the next one for the sunflower. Okay, we had 9 people who were interested in the sunflower. Dawn Duval. Hey, Dawn. Dawn comments on like almost every one of my FlossTubes. So that's great. I'm so glad you won this. She said, hi Karla, I would love to hear your version of the Rolodex tag. Several FlossTubers are doing that and all have been enjoyable. Sorry to hear that you're feeling a bit blue. Okay. She's back to stitching. She would be sunflower seeds on the salad bar. So that's how she put in the sunflower. So Dawn, I don't think I have your address. I don't know if we've exchanged anything yet. But anyway, message me and send me your address, because if I do have it, I would have to try and find it, and who knows how long that would take me. So anyway, message me and send me your address, and I will send this out to you. So yay, that was fun. I should write down there, so I don't forget. All right, so what are we going to give away this week? I think I'm going to give away these two Bless You patterns. They're so cute. I think that, you know, they're basically little Christmassy things because they do have a little holly on the back, or the little holly button. They're teeny. They're 52 by 54. These would make really cute ornaments. Yeah, so I have two of them, so I'll give two away. Put in your comment somewhere sheep, and then I'll know that you want them. These are from, they're actually from just another button company, so I don't know. It's an art heart. This was like a giveaway thing, I think, that they did, and then they had it on their site for just a couple bucks. So, I mean, they're not a huge, you know, a huge expensive pattern, but they are very cute. And I have two of them that I got to give away. They both come with the little button. Okay, so say sheep, and I will give those away next week. Okay, so just a reminder again, please put tag questions for me in your comments. Questions that you think would be fun for me to answer. And then if you want the sheep, the little Bless You pattern, put sheep in the comment as well. And yeah, I think that that's about it for this week. I didn't think I had much to talk about, but I went longer than I normally do because I talked about diamond painting. So hopefully you guys like that. Anyway, please remember for the next week to be content, be kind, and be crafty. This is Karla. I'll see you next week, guys. Bye.